Hey everyone, Combo here, back with another Empires and Puzzles video, and today we are in day 3 of the 4-star Bloody Battle Raid tournament with no purples. Let's see if I actually remember not to use healers today. Yesterday there were 2 battles where I did use healers. Ironically, I won both of those matches. Only went 3-2 yesterday, had some tough matchups, so we are 8-2 on the week. Real quick before we get into my 5 raid flags though, if you do enjoy this video or find it helpful, hit that like button, make sure subscribe to my channel and turn that notification bell on so you can be alerted of when I drop new content. So my defense is not doing the greatest this week. We are actually up to a C rating though. We had an E rating for most of the first couple days and just had 4 wins out of the last 5 matchups. So up to a C rating. I will certainly take that. Today our first matchup is going to go up against a Lizu tank team. So definitely going to want to bring my tunes in here if we can. I don't have Toon Kademon limit broken. I feel like I say that every other week during a 4-star raid tournament. I should just go ahead and do that, but we are going to keep this same team here because I've got 4 of my allies that will resist that instant mana reduction, or at least Greg will 100% of the time, and then 75% chance for Gormek, Lizu, and Grim. I was all banged up yesterday. Apparently I even said that Gormek did extra damage to red. Somebody put a comment about that, so sorry about yesterday's video, y'all. Let's see if we can have a better day today. All right, so first up, I am going to start off with something that's going to create a little cascade maybe. Let's start off with these blues horizontally on the top. That's going to set off a cascade of 4 blues underneath that. Now let's move this 1 green tile over to move the blue tile over so I can match the blues next turn up against Lizu again, or not. Cascade of stuff that didn't really help me. Alright, let's now match these reds up against Lizu, setting off a cascade of blues in the middle there. Please resist it, Grim. Awesome. We should be able to kill Lizu. I'm going to use Greg first. I should have used Grim first, though, because he gives a defense down on his special. Now, let's use the main part of Grim on the right here. Now, I should be able to kill Lizu. Let's use these 4 red tiles. Awesome. So she's dead. Grim is almost dead. We can kill him with Kademon, which I think I'm going to do. I don't want to risk the tiles and not killing him. Now, I want to ghost tiles if we can. I think I'm going to hit this red dragon. That's going to give me Gormek and some other tiles also. Maybe we'll get a little cascade. We did get some blues on the bottom. Nice. Greg's Mega Minion is dead, which is not ideal. So Gormek does in fact do extra damage to green. So we're going to use him on Kademon, and hopefully this kills him. Not quite, although that bleed damage might from Greg's Mega Minion before. I'm going to match these greens and yellows over here. That should give me Kademon special. And their Kademon is indeed dead. Let's see if we can kill Lizu or do some damage to her. Almost. I think I want to match these 4 blue tiles up against her. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's ghost these 4 blue tiles. That's going to give me Greg and Grim, and that's going to put us in good shape for this battle. Let's use Grim first and then Greg. Lizu is dead. Awesome. Now we just need to ghost some tiles. Let that Mega Minion do its work. Awesome. We are 1 for 1 to start off day 3. And next up, we are going to be going up against another Lizu tank team. They've also got Mieleki. They've got Fjalar, also the newer Untold Tales 2 hero. Then they've got Toon Kademon and Toon Sonya as well. I am going to take out Lizu since they've got a few tunes that are going to resist her instant mana reduction anyway. And I want to bring in Bone Chill maybe, or Myrtle. Probably Myrtle. I don't like bringing slow speed heroes into Bloody Battle, so I'm going to keep the Colons out, and we'll bring in Myrtle here. So we got 2 blues, 2 greens, and a red up against this Toon Lizu tank team. Nice board for reds to start. I've only got 1 red, though. I am going to start off with these reds and blues on the left over here. Nice cascade of blues. I'm going to hit this blue dragon. That's going to set off 2 cascades of reds and yellows right underneath it. Now I am going to match these reds. That should give me Gormek special. And a cascade of greens. Please resist Gormek. Did not. Let's match these reds up top. That way I can get Gormek special back. I think I want to do the main damage up against Fiolar over here. See if we can kill him before he goes off. If I can get either my green specials or my blue specials, then we might be in okay shape. Let's match these greens and yellows over here. Now I'm going to match these blues up against Lizu. And Fiolar is going to go off. No. Alright, well, let's match these purple tiles up against him, and hopefully we get some sort of cascade, maybe greens or blues or a bunch of reds. I will certainly take that. Alright. I did get lucky, but you can't get lucky if you don't try. I want to hit the 2 over here on the right with Grim, and then let's use Greg. Match this green diamond. Grim is dead. See if we can kill Mieleki before she gives everybody minions. Awesome. Let's hit this green diamond. That's going to give me both of my green specials again. And this match might be over. And it is. Awesome. We are now 2 for 2 to start off day 3. Next up, we are going to be going up against a Colon tank team. So I need to take out my greens here. They've got 1 Toon and Greg that will resist Lizu. So let's get Toon Lizu back in here. And I'm going to bring in Manpip maybe? Or I might bring in my Colon here. Sounds weird saying that. But we are going to bring in Colon, Gormek, Grim, Greg, and Lizu up against this team here. Although, maybe I will bring in Manpip, because they do have Greg. So he'll help with the Mega Minion there. He's going to get his Raid Tournament debut. I did use him in a war. And I actually did a video on him about a week or 2 ago, just using him in raids up against some top defenses, and he worked out really well. I'm going to start off with these 3 yellows vertically up against Colon. That's going to set off a couple cascades with the reds and then the yellows right underneath it, and we got some more stuff. Awesome. And Colon is already dead. All right, now let's ghost these blue tiles right up the middle. It's not going to give me my blue specials, but it will be very close. Now let's use Lizu. And let's match these red tiles so that I can get my red specials. Let's use Manpip on the right over here. We might be able to kill Lizu. quite, but maybe the minor damage from Gormak. How much health does she have left? Yeah, only 6. Let's use the minor damage from Gormak. Now, let's match these blue tiles. That's going to give me both Greg and Grim, and there Greg is dead. Awesome. This match is going very smooth. And this match should be over with my blue specials, I think. Maybe not. But tiles? Nope, but the Mega Minion did the trick. Alright, we are now 3 for 3, and I have not made the mistake of using a healer yet in this Day 3 raid tournament. Next up, we are going to be going up against a mostly Toon team. They've got Wukong at the tank position, Li Zhu, 2 Caedmons, and then the regular version of Khalil. It's actually the sorcerer version. That's the hit 3 one. Alright, so let's mix things up a little bit since most of them are going to resist Li Zhu. I want to get my greens back in here. Let's bring in Caedmon and Myrtle. And go back to this team here. Alright. I am going to start off with these purples horizontally on the top right, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start off with these blues up against Caedmon. Let's see if we can get lucky and get a red tile in the right spot to set up a diamond 1 spot off. Let's match these green tiles horizontally. We could get lucky with a red tile underneath. Nope. Let's match these 4 blues here. And these 4 blues will give me both Grim and Greg. Let's see if we can do some damage to Wukong here. Not a whole heck of a lot. He's going to go off with almost any move that I do, so I'm going to match these reds and purples over here. Going to match these yellows up against Wukong. That extra attack that he gives everybody when they actually hit is crazy. 3 misses there. Alright, we need to kill Wukong. He's only got 96 health left. I'm going to match these yellows in hopes that I get a red underneath, maybe? We did, just in the wrong spot. People are dying. Not good. Let's kill Wukong with the blue tiles. I think. Actually, you know what? I'm going to match these 4 purples. That's going to set off a cascade of blues underneath because that 1 blue tile will stay there. Awesome. Let's ghost these red tiles so that I can get Gormak's special. That burn damage is not ideal. Let's use Gormak over here now. This match is not looking good. Don't set off Caedmon. I think I'm just going to try to kill Li Zhu and get as many points as possible because this, like I said, match is not looking good. Alright, I am Next, going to match these yellow tiles here, setting up a little cascade. Hopefully we get some more stuff. Lizu's still alive, which probably means I'm going to be dead. And the minions ended up killing me. All right, well, we are now 3-1 on day 3. We've only got one loss left before we have to use gems to continue on, which I really would like to not do. Next up, we are going to go up against a Glass Lizu tank team. They've got all Glass heroes with Grim, Cademon, Skittle Skull, and Colin. So we are going to keep this same team. Yeah, this is the one that's been doing pretty good against Lizu tank teams for me. I would like another red, but I don't have any other tunes to be able to resist Lizu that are double limit broken. Actually, what is my tune Colin at? I've got a few of them maxed. He's at level 70, so is the Glass, and this one is also at level 70. So I don't have any limit broken. Another tune I probably should limit break at some point, but we're going to keep this team for now. I am going to start off with these purples in the middle, I think, to try to get some sort of cascade underneath. I'm going to match the ones right up the middle. If we can get a yellow or a blue somewhere in there, not in the right spot. Going to match these yellows up against Lizu now. Alright, well, we can match a little bit of a cascade with these greens and blues here. We're going to be able to set up a red diamond. We've only got one red, though. Gonna hit this red diamond now. Nice, it's gonna set up a green diamond. Everybody stay alive, please. And Gormek, please resist that mana reduction. Thank you. Let's use the main part of Gormek on Skittle Skull. I really do not want him going off if we can avoid it. And I'm hoping these greens and blues will kill him or not set off his special. Please don't kill Myrtle. Thank you. Let's use Myrtle on the 3 in the middle here since they are the weakened ones. Alright, Skittle Skull and Lizu are dead. We're in good shape there. Now, I need to hit this green diamond, which is going to give me both Myrtle and Cademon. Awesome, Cademon is dead. Let's use Grim against Colin since he does extra damage to red. Let's use Greg. Let's use Cademon against Colin. The Glass version does not do extra damage against blue, so that's why I'm going to use him against Colin. Hopefully he dies. He did not. How about Myrtle against Colin? I really do not want Colin hitting me. Alright, he's dead now. Perfect. Now let's just ghost some tiles. And hopefully Grim does not kill me before he dies. Nice cascade, and that Mega Minion is doing a ton of damage to Grim. Awesome. We finished 4-1 today, 1 loss. So we are now 12-3 on the week. Through the first 3 days, top 5% right now, ranked 18 for 35. So not really that close to top 1%. We're going to need a little bit more performance from the defense, and then probably 9 or 10 wins for the rest of the week in the last 2 days in order to get into the top 1%. Let me know how your Bloody Battle raid tournament is going, and that is going to do it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it or found it helpful, and if you did, hit that like button, make sure you're subbed to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.